Colorado announced a record-breaking fentanyl bust.
Agents say it's connected to one of the world's most powerful drug cartels.
For 26 a.m., Federal Triangle, Washington, D.C. The Capitol was dark. Streets empty. Office buildings silent. Outside a gray federal complex, unmarked vehicles rolled to a stop. No lights. No sirens. Only the faint click of encrypted radios. 51 FBI and DEA agents formed a tactical stack outside Room 7B. The target wasn't a cartel safe house. It was a government office. Dr. Samir Abda, age 49. Somali-born federal policy advisor. A trusted voice on immigration and homeland security. Her memos shaped congressional hearings. Her recommendations influenced votes. She was respected, protected, untouchable. Until now. At 4:27 a.m., the order came through. The breaching hammer struck. The reinforced door collapsed inward. Agents moved fast. Inside wasn't routine paperwork. It was the command center of a criminal empire. Behind a false ventilation panel, agents recovered 23 sealed bundles, 1,124 immigration files belonging to offenders who should have been flagged for deportation. They weren't missed. They were hidden. Inside a steel safe behind her desk, cash. Perfectly organized. $6.8 million. Next to the money sat the poison. 750 kilograms of pure fentanyl. Packed. Ready for distribution. This wasn't a mistake. This was infrastructure. Beneath the desk, 12 burner phones. Still warm. 2 encrypted hard drives. Intelligence later confirmed the drives were linked to the Sinaloa cartel. Then came the ledger. 62 shipments marked lost in the federal system. In reality, they were rerouted. Delivered. This wasn't negligence. This was precision. For years, Dr. Samir had testified before Congress, warning leaders about border security. She appeared on cable news. She drafted policy. That was the face everyone knew. But inside her office, agents found 48 policy memorandums, each with small red markings. Analysts matched them to cartel call logs. 32 memorandums aligned with sudden operational changes. Inspections cancelled. Checkpoints rerouted. Green lanes opened where none should exist. Over 6 years, 62 shipments labeled, misrouted, moved narcotics, over 3 tons, always late at night, between 11:40 p.m. and 2:10 a.m. A spreadsheet listed 27 consulting entities. Payments. Month after month. All approved under her signature. The seals were real. The approvals were real. But the consultants were cartel-linked shell companies. She wasn't advising policy. She was controlling the system. At 4:58 a.m., the command went out, attack. Operation Federal Triangle Sweep began. Within an hour, 19 locations were hit, warehouses, consulting offices, storage depots. At one warehouse, armed guards resisted. A brief gunfight broke out. Agents moved with discipline. The gunfire stopped. Behind reinforced doors, containers labeled, medical supplies were opened. The labels were lies. Inside, more than 1 ton of narcotics. At another site, a hidden vault revealed shelves stacked with bundled cash. The total exceeded $58 million. By 5:14 a.m., 27 cartel-linked entities identified. 22 suspects detained. $58 million seized. A senior agent said quietly, "This isn't street crime. This is a machine." At the command center, analysts uncovered thousands of documents, fake letterheads, real government stamps, approvals marked, reviewed. In immigration records, 114 cases were fast-tracked. In refugee files, 39 approvals lacked documentation. In Homeland Security schedules, inspections were marked, "Do not delay." 62 narcotics shipments passed through because officials stopped checking. They were on the payroll. Financial teams traced millions through shell organizations with respectable names, Policy Bridge Group, Community Insight Partners. No offices. No staff. Just mailboxes. Then came the final discovery. Inside the encrypted drives was a hidden communication system, a ghost server, separate from government networks. Through it, Dr. Samir didn't just move drugs. She auctioned American security. Bidding logs showed criminal groups paying for green lane access, guaranteed clearance without inspection. One bid, $400,000 for a single night at a Virginia port. The timestamp matched a security breach that had gone unexplained for years. It wasn't a glitch. It was a sale. Analysts matched clearance times with overdose reports. The pattern was chilling. One auction clearance preceded the deadliest overdose day in a city's history. When investigators showed Dr. Samir photos of victims alongside her signed approvals, she didn't react. She stared at the wall. To her, these weren't people. They were logistics. The silence said everything. The $58 million seized wasn't profit. It was petty cash. The real crime was selling access. The indictment wasn't just trafficking. It was treason. When the headlines broke, Washington went quiet. People remembered seeing her on television, speaking about safety, responsibility, care. Now they knew trust had been used as a weapon. A senior agent summed it up with one sentence. The greatest damage isn't what was taken. It's what people can no longer trust. $58 million seized. 750 kilograms of fentanyl removed. But the weight of the truth was heavier. Danger doesn't always shout. Sometimes it speaks softly, wears formal clothes, and stands inside trusted rooms. This story isn't over. It's only beginning.